Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday. Welcome, welcome. I'm hoping everyone is having a lovely day. I wanted to pop on today before I start teaching. I'm not teaching until 11, so we have about 30 minutes. And I really wanted to pop on here and talk to you guys about lesson planning. So, one of the main questions I get from people who are, wanting to start out, or they just have questions about Outschool is the lesson planning. People are very concerned about the lesson planning. And I just want to debunk like the thing right away and just say, this kind of lesson planning is not like lesson planning for public schools or for even private schools, right? Yes, you want to have a very good, solid lesson for sure. But this is not a lesson plan that has to, follow some state curriculum or have a quiz at the end or a review question or an assessment. Like, it is not that kind of lesson plan. And so I just really wanted to give everyone that freedom and that open mind that lesson planning does not have to be this like big stressful thing. And so I thought, what would be the best way for me to share what lesson planning looks like for me and how you can do it exactly how I do it. Now, I have a couple of different classes, and some of them are structured differently because it depends on what I'm teaching, right? But for me, when I first said, okay, I need to make lessons in order to teach online, how am I going to do this? I just thought immediately, I'm going to use Google Slides. Now, why would I choose that? Well, because Google, to have a Gmail account, a Google email, it's free. And then you have access to Google Drive, and Google Drive has like all the things. It has so many great things for you to use. So I said, okay, why don't I go on? I'll use Google Slides. It's the same thing as PowerPoint presentation. It's the same basis, right? I'm sure there's different features for either program, but Google Slides is super, super easy. Now, the reason why I use that is because, well, there's so many other things that you can use, but if you want to be simple, Google Slides. The reason why I use it is because it's very easy. And when I'm teaching my lesson, it allows me to walk through the curriculum easily and it guides me in the direction I need to go. Now, my most popular class is called Roblox Safety, and that is about how to stay safe in a gaming platform. I've pretty much got that curriculum down pat. Like I can say it like a robot now if I wanted to because I know the curriculum so well. I've taught the class so many times. This is a 30-minute class, and I just go through and I follow through my slides. It is so simple and easy. I have a game mixed in there. I offer opportunities for the students to engage with me, ask questions, and at the end, they can even share their favorite game. Okay, so I'm literally going to take you through and show you exactly what I do in my lesson. Now, in this Facebook group, too, you can watch me do a live class where I've done it for people. So you can see exactly how I run the class. But I want to share my screen right now and I want to show you what my lesson plan looks like because I feel like if people see it, they will understand that it does not have to be this big, daunting task. Now, the first thing I thought about was what is my objective? Now, for me, I have two young daughters that were playing this game, Roblox. And when I found out that parents were interested in how to keep their kids safe while they play the game, I thought to myself, okay, well, what would I want as a parent for my kids to stay safe? So that's where I've got my idea from, right? This is what I was like, okay, I can do this because I'm just going to think like a parent and decide what would I want my kids to know. And then that will be my basis for my lesson. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Oh, okay. I don't have two monitors, StreamYard. Okay. Perfect. So hopefully you can see my screen right now. I'm going to go to my Roblox safety. So this is my exact lesson. I went into Google Slides and I made a slideshow. Now I can show you exactly how to make a lesson too. If I have enough time today, I'll definitely go ahead and do that with you guys. If you're interested, comment down below. Let me know lesson. Just type in lesson and I will show you what I did to make this. But here is my Roblox safety, lesson. So here's my front slide. So this is the slide that I'm showing. Well, let me go back a step. So before my kids get into the class, I like to go in the classroom on Outschool about 2 minutes early, make sure everything's working, we're good to go. And I share my screen, and this is the first slide that they see. Once I have that going, I'm grabbing my hot chocolate. I'm sipping that and I'm just kind of relaxing and waiting. Maybe I'll go on my phone and like look at some Facebook and stuff while I'm waiting for kids to enter. I do not let kids in the class until the actual start time. So 11 o'clock, I have a class today. So I'll go in there at like 10:58, get everything going. I'll get this set up. And then at 11 o'clock on the dot, I will start letting kids in the Zoom. I always greet them and say, hey, Charlie, how are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Miss Michelle. They would say something back usually, and we'll have a little chit chat, and then I'll say hi to the next person. And as they come in, I just keep doing that. For me, I like to start my classes on mute. There's a button for you to just go in and mute everybody. And I just say, hey, everybody, I just want to let you know I put you on mute so I can introduce the class. Hi, my name is Michelle Mahoney. Well, I usually say Miss Michelle. Hi, my name is Miss Michelle. Thank you so much for coming. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stay safe in Roblox. I'm so excited. Thumbs up if you've ever played the game before. And then I get my thumbs up. Sometimes I get thumbs down. This is just building the rapport in the beginning, right? Showing them my energy, getting my good tone of voice ready, pumping them up, ready for the class, okay? Get them like situated and feeling good. Then I say, okay, sometimes I'll even switch to the slide. Hey, we're here for Roblox Safety. Hey, before we get started, I want you guys to know the class rules, because my class, they want to tell me their experiences so badly. And that's so good. I love that they want to tell me. But before they want to do that, because this is a very engaging class, I like to have some class rules. So you can literally screenshot and take my rules if this is what can apply to you. These rules should really be able to apply to any class. So take mine. I don't care. Copy and paste, whatever you're going to do. I seriously, I don't mind. So here's my class rules. I tell them to turn on their video to check in. That's an Outschool rule. I just need to make sure that it's them. I check. I sometimes will, in order to check the attendance, instead of going back and forth on my screen, I'll open the Outschool classroom on my phone, and I'll have the attendance in front of me. That way I can check right on the Zoom and say, oh, okay, Tegan, Charlie, Sarah. Okay, good. And I just go off my list and I say, okay, great. Everyone's here. But I've never had it happen. I think it's super, super rare, but somebody has gone into the wrong classroom before, and you just can't have anyone in your classroom that's not signed up. With that being said too, if there's siblings together on the same screen, totally fine. Just make sure that you're clarifying that. Oh, Sarah and Joey, are you guys siblings? Okay, you're together. Okay, great. But sometimes you'll have just an extra kiddo, like their brother or sister wants to hang out with them while they take class. That's fine if they sit next to them, but they can't be on video. So just remind them, oh, hey, I see that you have your little brother with you. He just can't be on the screen. So can you just move your camera a little bit so that their face isn't on there? It's just a confidentiality thing with Outschool, because when parents sign their kids up for the classroom, there's a confidentiality notice saying, hey, your kid's going to be on a recorded Zoom with other children. Are you okay with that? And so most parents are saying yes, because they want the kid to take the class, but I just can't have anyone that's not on that confidentiality, that's not on my roster in the video. So just kindly tell them to move, and usually there's no problem. If for whatever reason you're having an issue and they're just ignoring you and they're not listening, you can turn off that kid's video. Just turn it off, and then there you go, problem solved. You can just be oh, sorry, I don't know if you were having a struggle turning off the video, so I just turned it off for you because I can't have anyone else in this frame. And then you're protected. So that's what it comes down to, right? Make sure you're protected and you're doing all the things that you need to do to stay safe. Sorry, moving my camera for a second. I just want to make sure there's no comments. Okay, great. All right, so back to the class, I go over the rules, and then I like to ask an icebreaker question. Again, this just kind of gets them involved in the class and speaking right away. So I'll ask them, which would you rather have, $100 in Robux to spend in the game or unlimited clothes? This always prompts most everybody to want to answer the question. So we'll go through and I'll let everyone answer. Then it's time for my side of teaching. So I go through, we talk about the differences between real and fake. We talk about family rules. We talk about being safe online, your friends, how to report people, how to block people. And then I get to a game. Hey, what year was Roblox created? We do this. We do 3 questions here. And all of these slides you see how there's an answer button here? They are connected to the bottom slides over here. Hold on. So you can see. So I actually have the answers to those slides, and I can show you how to make clickable links within your Google Slides. It's actually super, super easy to do this, but this makes it interactive. See how I have my red arrow here? So my first slide here, which says, what year was Roblox created? If you look at my first slide that they see, there's no arrow, right? It's just hey, but now when I'm in the class and presenting, I can click this answer button and it goes right to this slide and it shows them, hey, it was 2006. This just makes it super easy for me, for them, for everyone to see. And like I said, to make this connection on Google Slides, super, super easy. And I can show you how to do that if you're interested. Just let me know. Maybe comment down below slides and then I can make another video. I definitely have one out there, but I can do a new one, updated one if you guys are interested. So I do 3 slides of that, and then I get back into curriculum. All right, personal information. I always say, like, this is the most important thing we're going to talk about today. We talk about that. Then we talk about trading in the game. This one is an interactive slide. You can see all these here, but when I'm actually presenting, these answers are not here. I have to click on the screen in order for them to appear, which again, I can show you exactly how to do that. So all they see right away is what would you do if someone was bothering you on Roblox? And then I give them an opportunity to give me the answers of the things that they've just learned in my class. And then as they say them, I can go through and click, and then they have their answers. Then my last slide is a review. So I just give 4 bullet points of the things that we talked about that are the most important for them. And then at the very end, I tell them some fun games that I like to play when we're playing Roblox together. And then this is where I market myself as well. Now, sometimes I'm able to squeeze it in another slide as well, but here is where I market for my next Roblox, or I'm sorry, my next Outschool class. Okay. For me, it is usually Roblox, but I say, hey, if you've never played the game before, these are some great games to start with. If you have played before, you might recognize some of these. Go ahead and raise your hand if you've seen one of these. Okay, awesome. All right. Who would like to share with me one of your favorite games that you like to play on Roblox? It gives them the opportunity now that they all get to engage and tell me one of their favorite games. And then I kindly slip in, hey, if you ever want to play with kids your own age, we can play with people all across the world, but it's a great way for you to meet other friends that are safe to play with on the game. So look me up on Outschool. I have tons of other classes where we can play Roblox together. Yes, I play the game with you, and we can all interact and have a great time. So definitely check me out there. I say something along those lines, right? And I get them knowing, hey, wait a minute. This teacher will play with me and we can play one of these games. And I tell them I have other games, not just the ones here. And it gets them excited, right? So I've booked many kids from doing this in my classes. And it's an easy way to market yourself. I'm not like trying to sell them anything. I'm just saying, like, hey, if you're interested now to play the game in a safe way, I can offer that opportunity for you. So this is a great way to market yourself. No matter what kind of lesson you're teaching, you can have one of these slides at the end of yours. So if you're teaching like vocabulary and then you want to teach a writing class, at the end you say, hey, now if you're ever interested in using these vocabulary words and great sentences and paragraphs, I'd love to show you exactly how to do that. Check me out for my next class on Outschool, and I'll show you how to put these vocabulary words into sentences. Yes, you can do that. So easy. Then after we're done talking about this, I do give one more opportunity for anyone that has any questions or comments. That a lot of kids want to tell me stories that happened to them, and I'll give everyone the opportunity to be able to do that here. And if I run out of time though, I won't. I'll just skip the slide. Any of the slide that I need to skip, you just do it if you have to, okay? Don't freak out that you didn't get to all the slides. They wouldn't know the difference if you didn't get to all your curriculum. Obviously, you want to get to the most important parts, but I just don't want anyone to freak out if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of time. Then don't do the game slide. Maybe you don't get to market that. I'd love to answer them for you. Have a great day. Thank you for coming. Bam, end it. Like, don't worry about not getting to everything. They don't know that you didn't get to everything. It's okay. That happens in real public schools, private schools. Like, I've taught in the schools for 6 years, probably actually more than that now that I think about, like 9 years. And I've had that happen before, but I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, we didn't get to the activity today. They wouldn't know the difference. And like, I'll just get it to them another time. Like for you, if you had something that you wanted them to have, but you didn't have enough time in class, send them a message on the Outschool classroom and just like, hey, we didn't get to this today in class, but I really want you to have the information. Here you go. You can still give it to them. You just may not be able to say it in the video. Okay. There's ways around things, okay? Then I have this at the end saying, I hope you enjoyed class. This is where, if I have more time, I can linger on the slide while we like talk a little bit more, things like that. And that's it. So overall, I have 20 slides. But if you look at my slides, guys, they're pretty basic, right? I'm doing all the talking. This is just for the interactive part, and it prompts me to talk about what I need to say next. You can easily make your own lesson plan by doing Google Slides. And so I really hope that this is making you maybe feel like more comfortable Let me stop screen sharing there. Okay. By watching this, I hope it inspires you to say, you know what, I can do this. It's really not, really too hard to create your own lesson and deliver it to the kids on Outschool. And like I said, you don't have to use Google Slides, but if you're just starting out and you're not sure what to do, this is a great option for you to be able to do that. I'm going to find my video too here and maybe link it in the comments for you guys, because I do show you like my lessons and how I did them. So if that's something you're interested, we can do that. And again, like I can always do another live training. That way you guys can ask questions like on the go, while I'm doing it, like right away. You can ask me questions there. So I hope this was super helpful. I'm going to get ready to go teach right now. So if you're watching this on a replay too, you can put hashtag replay, let me know, and I can reach out to you. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I want to help you in this journey. It is so fun and exciting. Yeah, so definitely let me know. If you haven't signed up yet for Outschool either, I'm going to put the comment in below to get you started. Okay. Don't wait. If you're even considering it, just sign up, get the process moving, because it can take like a week or two to get started. And guess what? February vacation is coming up and kids are going to be booking. Like I'm already booking out my calendar right now for February. So if you are, or some of you have March vacations, right? I know people that have February vacations, March vacations, and then April vacations. So in the next 3 months, we're going to have like a solid, couple of weeks where kids are going to be booking classes like crazy. So don't wait. Get the process started now, because guess what? January is almost over. So we got to get you going and ready. So if you have any questions, if you need my help with anything, let me know. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.